Welcome to an orientation to the Boys and Girls Club movement. I'm Masoud Olufemi, National Director of Healthy Lifestyles. I grew up attending Boys and Girls Clubs, and I had the fortunate opportunity to work with local clubs, and now I have the pleasure of serving on our national staff. In communities across America, boys and girls are often left to find their own recreation and companionship. An increasing number of children are at home with no adult care or supervision. Young people need to know that someone cares about them. Boys and Girls Clubs offer that and more. Clubs offer an outcome-driven experience that results in helping children and youth achieve academic success, demonstrate good character and citizenship, and live healthy lifestyles. We want to provide you with an in-depth look at Boys and Girls Club movement from the inside and to show you what is needed to get your career started and the career development opportunities that help you grow. We know that your Boys and Girls Club is a place where you can find an exciting, challenging career that impacts the lives of hundreds of young people. As a new Boys and Girls Club professional, you're now part of a nationwide movement to provide young people safe places to learn and grow, all while having fun. It's a place where great futures are started every day. What does it mean when we say the Boys and Girls Club movement? The movement is a nationwide affiliation of local autonomous Boys and Girls Club member organizations and Boys and Girls Club of America working together to help young people of all backgrounds. The membership of the movement affirms our mission to provide service to those who need us most. Here are some important statistics about the population we serve. As of 2012, we had some 4,000 charter club sites, nearly 4 million youth served, 50,000 adult staff, and 150,000 board and program volunteers. Boys and Girls Clubs are united by a common mission to enable all youth, especially those who need us most, to reach their full potential as productive, caring, and responsible citizens. Boys and Girls Clubs also have a set of core characteristics. Clubs serve school-age girls and boys, have trained professional leadership, require no proof of good character to join. Clubs are affordable for all youth, are building-centered, offer varied and diverse programs and activities, are guidance-oriented. It's not just one of these characteristics, but it's all of them together that make Boys and Girls Clubs unique and sets us apart from other youth organizations. Let's take a look back at how the BGCA movement got its start. About the time of the American Civil War, the concept of clubs began. Seeing a group of lonely and needy boys who roamed the streets, 3 wonderful, caring women decided to offer them a place for refreshments and warmth. The boys enjoyed their experience. News traveled to more boys, and soon the women rented a hall to accommodate the growing attendance, forming the Dashway Club in Hartford, Connecticut. Similar organizations soon began appearing in New England and eventually spreading coast to coast by the end of the century. Over the next 40 years, the idea of clubs began spreading throughout the country. The first boys' club building appeared in Fall River, Massachusetts. This was the first club facility specifically built as a boys' club. By 1906, 53 boys' club organizations were in full operation, and it was apparent that a movement was forming. The leaders of these boys' clubs met occasionally to discuss programs and problems relating to young males. Eventually, they recognized the need for closer relationships with one another. So the Federated Boys Club was formed and a new logo adopted. The new logo featured a keystone symbolizing clubs holding boys' lives together and a torch in the center symbolizing the clubs lighting the way for boys. Throughout the 20th century, the movement continued to grow and respond to the changing times by updating their image, becoming a stronger organization. In 1931, Federated Boys Clubs was changed to Boys Clubs of America. In 1956, Boys Clubs of America celebrated its 50th anniversary and received a U.S. congressional charter. In the 80s, a new identity was adopted, featuring clasping hands, symbolizing connecting the boys to the club and the club to the community. In 1990, girls were officially admitted to the membership, and the national organization name was officially changed to Boys and Girls Clubs of America. In 2006, Boys and Girls Clubs of America celebrated its centennial anniversary. The movement has grown tremendously since that first official meeting in 1906. Today, Boys and Girls Clubs of America is the premier youth organization in the country, serving nearly 4 million girls and boys throughout the United States, Puerto Rico, the Virgin Islands, Native American lands, and military bases all around the world. As a club professional, You're part of a nationwide affiliation of local autonomous Boys and Girls Club member organizations and Boys and Girls Club of America, a national nonprofit organization. Each local club is responsible for its own operations and funding, while BGCA provides professional services and resources to support local clubs. The policies of Boys and Girls Clubs of America are determined by a national council, which is made up of representatives from member organizations. Each organization has one vote at council meetings, which are held during an annual national conference. This assures that local clubs have an active voice in Boys and Girls Clubs of America. Now you should have a better understanding of Boys and Girls Club movement, its history, and its long-standing tradition of service to America's youth. My colleague, Elizabeth Folks, will rejoin you in a few minutes to share how the movement is planning for the future. With Clubs Today, the Great Futures Impact Plan. Now have fun with your learning coach while you discuss the history of your local Boys and Girls Club.
Hi, my name is Elizabeth Folks with Boys and Girls Clubs of America. The Great Futures Impact Plan is founded on our movement's history and core characteristics. It begins with a vision. We envision a world-class club experience that assures success is within reach of every young person who enters our doors. We want all members on track to graduate from high school with a plan for the future, demonstrating good character and citizenship and living a healthy lifestyle. The plan has 5 important goals: increase impact, measure outcomes with consistency and credibility, strategically grow the movement, increase organizational capability, and build our collective brand and fundraising capacity. Our number 1 goal is to increase impact on members. Boys and Girls Clubs across the country implement Formula for Impact. The Formula for Impact is our movement's theory of change to increase our impact on America's youth. Let's hear former Senior Vice President for Program and Youth Development Services, Judith J. Pickens, talk about our Formula for Impact.
The Formula for Impact is the Boys and Girls Club movement's research-based roadmap for achieving 3 priority outcomes: academic success, good character and citizenship, and healthy lifestyles. Now that's the end result. But the Formula for Impact is a journey, and it is a journey that begins with our mission. So let us take a few moments to travel this journey together. In our mission, we are driven to enable all young people, but especially those who need us most, to reach their full potential as productive, caring, responsible citizens. The outcome-driven club experience has 4 steps that will keep clubs on track. The first step are the 5 key elements for positive youth development. Number 1, clubs need to have a safe, positive environment where they can feel like they belong, is a place where they want to be. Number 2, the clubhouse is fun. It is a place that's warm and inviting. It is a place that's bursting with activity. Number 3 are supportive relationships with caring adult and peers. Clubs have trained, guidance-oriented youth development professionals that connect and bond with our young people and help them to really just thrive. Number 4 are opportunities and expectations. Clubs give young people opportunities and raise the bar with high expectations and expect them to succeed and soar beyond their wildest expectations. And number 5 is recognition. Young people get abundant positive reinforcement and praise for a job well done. The staff recognize the members through their accomplishments and call them by name. Those are the 5 key elements for positive youth development. The second step of the outcome-driven club experience are high-yield activities. High-yield activities are simply fun with a purpose. They are cognitive learning experiences that take place all over the Boys and Girls Club. And you know when they're happening because the clubhouse is humming. It is buzzing with activity. The third step for the outcome-driven club experience are targeted programs. Boys and Girls Clubs of America and Boys and Girls Clubs have an array of programs, all designed to help young people achieve the 3 priority outcomes of academic success, good character and citizenship, and healthy lifestyles. When clubs implement targeted programs with age-specific milestones, then our children and young people can achieve. The final step of the outcome-driven club experience is regular attendance. We know that when the 5 key elements for positive youth development are in full gear, then our young people will want to attend. They will want to attend in the evening, on the weekends, on holidays, and during the summer. Research has showed us that young people who come to the club frequently over a long period of time are more likely to have positive outcomes than those who attend less often. So we know that more is better. Therefore, we urge clubs to boost their average daily attendance, their annual visits, and the retention and renewal rate for club members. So as we think about the formula for impact, let's look at this equation. Young people who need us most, plus the outcome-driven club experience, equals the 3 priority outcome areas. That's academic success, good character and citizenship, and healthy lifestyles. Academic success means that every member progresses to the next grade level every year, ready to graduate with a plan for their future. Good character and citizenship means that our club members have a strong moral character. They behave with civility and treat others with dignity and respect. They are engaged citizens. They participate in community activities, and they participate in service activities by giving back. Healthy lifestyles means that our club members are committed to fitness. They have a healthy diet, and they make their decisions based on wise, healthy lifestyle choices. So here we have the formula that's complete.
Measuring outcomes with consistency and credibility is the second goal of our Great Futures Impact Plan. Local club organizations work together with the national organization to collect a common set of indicators through the National Youth Outcomes Initiative. This initiative makes it easy for local clubs to collect credible data on their members' outcomes. The National Youth Outcomes Initiative helps us determine if members are on track to realize their full potential. You can learn more about the data that's available through the National Youth Outcomes Initiative by emailing measurement@bgca.org. Today, we have an alarming high school graduation rate, a childhood obesity epidemic, and the highest number of kids living in poverty in half a century. That's why the third goal of our Great Futures Impact Plan is to strategically grow the movement. More and more kids need a Boys and Girls Club. And research shows us that young people who attend a club frequently have more positive outcomes than kids who don't. We must ensure that our movement is reaching more kids, and we must provide a club experience that guarantees they will attend more often. Our fourth goal is to increase organizational capabilities. The Great Futures vision is bold. Clubs must build their fundraising, programming, and operational capability to achieve this vision and to meet the critical needs of young people. We must strengthen all organizations to implement and measure all aspects of the formula for impact. Our fifth goal is to build our collective brand and fundraising capacity. No other organization is better positioned to impact young lives than Boys and Girls Clubs. Our brand is the most recognized brand in youth development. It relies on national scope with local action, on being able to communicate a singular message locally and nationally. Club professionals like you need resources to meet your organization's Great Futures Plan. As a movement, we work together to generate funding and other resources at the national, state, and local levels. We began with a vision to provide a world-class club experience that ensures success is within reach of every young person who enters our doors. Let's take a break so that you and your learning coach can discuss ways to apply the 5 goals aligned to the Great Futures Impact Plan. Masood will be back with you in a few minutes.
The Boys and Girls Club movement needs qualified, committed people to achieve its mission. You've chosen a career in which you can be proud. Your success now depends on your willingness to show initiative, dedication, and creativity in your own professional development. Roosevelt and the Boys and Girls Club typically fall into 3 categories. Youth development professionals who work directly with children and teens to help them achieve FFI priority outcomes. Management professionals who oversee the club operations from supervision to staff, making sure the clubhouses are clean, safe, and positive places for club members. And executive professionals who work with board members and provide strategic direction, maintain positive community relationships, and raise money and awareness. With Boys and Girls Clubs, there are many opportunities for advancement. In addition to jobs in your club, there are opportunities all across the country and at the national organization. The first step is for you to gain a thorough knowledge of your responsibilities, the structure of your club's personnel policies and operating procedures, and your club's goals and objectives. As a member of a proud, dedicated group of some 50,000 full and part-time professionals, you've committed to making communities better places for young people and families. We hope you're as excited as we are to be a part of this movement. It's been a pleasure spending time with you and sharing my passion for Boys and Girls Clubs. I'm now turning you back to your learning coach to complete this learning module.